Wow. Like, look, you guys.
But I've gotten sick from ice before.
Wow.
Yeah. What?
It hampers you for travel.
What?
Because now it's in the system that's.
It's called the tuk-tuk
Oh.
know-it-all scam. Hi guys! We are devouring today in some delicious looking Indian feast, you guys. So the next few, whether it be mukbang or vlogs, I'm going to try to send this one off properly because it's about that time. It's about that time. I know. Don't ask.
Don't ask.
So today we're going to start off with Indian food.
Nice.
It's our favorite food, but you know how...
That bread is like spicy.
How... This bread?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it actually... Yeah.
No. No.
Yeah.
Peppery, maybe?
Well, peppery, spicy, same
Maybe
thing.
you bit in one of the, like...
Chilies?
No, the dry herbs.
It's something in there.
No. It's the, this pepper... Not pepper. There's some sort of flake in there. Some herb. This is butter chicken masala.
I love how it's like
I know,
bread
it's
on
like
the top.
topped with like
They seal it.
oven baked with this like clay pot.
And let me tell you,
Crazy.
it's sealed. Like
Sealed. Like I had to get a butter knife and like peel it open.
Yeah.
And then we got some chat up here.
I love that.
Some this is tofu. I know it's tofu.
Marsala?
Paneer masala. This is chicken. Everything's masala today.
Yeah.
And I got rice and rice.
Oh, those things are so good.
Yeah, they're so good. But yeah, you guys, I've actually ordered from this place before, and it is absolutely amazing.
I had forgotten for a moment, actually. I was like, oh, yeah.
I'm going to use my hands. So I'm assuming you don't want rice, nor do you want this.
I do not want rice, thank you.
Okay, so I'm just going to put this on the side so it's easier for me to eat. Because I'm going to use my hands.
I would like some of that, though, but
This?
I can grab it. Yeah, it's good, even though it's spicy.
You said you didn't want any.
No, I don't want... Oh, sorry, I don't want rice.
Yeah.
I was too fixated on the rice.
Yeah, you can put some on that
I got
side.
some.
Oh, okay. Actually, I'm going to have a bite of this here.
You know what? I'm going to have another bite of that there, then.
Cheers. You forgot to cheer on your first bite. It's okay. You're forgiven.
Like, I could have just had
Is there
a whole
sweet
plate.
sour?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try this here with the rice first.
I don't even know where to go, man.
There's onions here.
There's onions. I'm going to have some naan.
It's gonna be messy.
I love the naan.
Yeah, I have naan on the side too.
I love naan.
And also today's topic, you guys. I know because I've been here for a long time, and Aaron's been here for a long time. My sister came back for a long time.
Everybody's been here for a long time.
Everybody's been here for a long time. So a lot of you guys have messaged me asking like if we had any like tips and tricks and like the general traveling, you know.
Yeah, like, just, I think it's probably easier for me because...
To what?
That's good. The travel tips, because you're Thai, you speak Thai, it's different.
But that's why, because you're leaving, I would think this is like the best time to like do those.
Because for me, it's different, obviously, than for her. Delicious? I bet.
That's gonna be hard because I like my big bites in Indian food, and it's gonna be like I need to wait for me to like finish chewing
Before you put some more in there?
before I start talking.
Me too. I know. I always seem to talk with my mouth full.
So hungry.
I think I have some good general tips, though, but...
Onions?
Oh, yeah.
I cannot believe
Don't even get me started.
I'm eating raw onions.
I know. You don't get it. When I
And
get,
you discovering Indian food with raw onions.
This is actually really spicy butter chicken.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised.
Why is everything so spicy?
Must be because it's Thailand.
No. You've had buttered chicken here and it wasn't spicy.
True. Yeah, like when I get onions on Subway, man, to her it's like durian. I can smell it.
No joke. I can smell it from like across the room. It's like you and cilantro. That's exactly it.
Yeah, but I can't smell the cilantro.
Oh,
you can smell it. She can smell it like on a different floor. If you're in the living room and you're upstairs in the bedroom, it's that onions.
But like you said, women has a stronger sense of smell.
They do, yeah, and a higher pain tolerance apparently too.
Yeah, I would say so.
I would say so.
Maybe you guys know this facts. Fun fact.
Fun fact.
Yeah. We use 220.
Yes. You have to be careful with your appliances here because you can't bring things like curling irons or hair dryers or...
I did that one time, I think, with like straightener.
Oh, really? Yeah, straighteners, no.
For one, it was like I was so mad because it wasted a good space luggage, a good portion of my luggage space.
Totally.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, you have to look on the instructions on the back and see if it says 110, 220.
I feel like it's like pretty common sense, but sometimes you don't think about it. You know? And obviously when you come to Thailand, or in a humid climate like here, you want to pack light.
Yeah.
Okay, bring your fancy clothes and bring your going out outfit, but a lot of times because it's so hot and so humid, a lot of times you end up wearing your comfortable clothes.
Well, when people travel, the rule of thumb is usually bring one dress and one decent pair of shoes.
Yeah. Kind of like when we go to Mexico, for example. You know, I bring all these like nice clothes because we're like, oh, we're gonna go out, we're
Never
gonna go
wear
this.
them. Never.
And you live in your bathing suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Especially if you're going down south too.
Yeah. It's one of those things. It's like, oh yeah, there's it's and depending, you can't pack a ton of stuff. Like so, men bring like one pair of runners or something if you go out and stuff, but one pair of slacks and one button up.
It's funny. We went to a Sky Bar just the other day, and there was a dress code, but we wore flip-flops. You know, luckily I wore somewhat decent, like I wore a dress, but I wore flip-flops, but it was like a very casual dress, and Aaron had shorts and his collared shirt on. It was your flower collar shirt.
Oh yeah,
Like,
true.
It wasn't like a t-shirt.
Yeah, it was a button up, but still.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the receptionist looked at our shoes, and she goes, "Oh, we have a dress code." And we're like, "Oh, we didn't know because we went to one place and it sucked. So we like ate and like left within the 45 minutes, and then we went to a different place, and it turned out to be like super high end, bougie. But anyways, so that's the reason why we weren't dressed properly, because we didn't really plan on going there.
But these days, it's like everything's so casual anyway. You know, like...
It really depends where you go.
Yeah, I guess. But it's like, man, you see like... I don't know. You see lots of people like just casual. It's like, you know...
Yeah, a lot of... Ooh, that's spicy. But anyway, more of the story is they let us in anyway. You know, and then like, well, as we were like sitting in there in semi-private room, we see like people walk by with like Converse and like, you know what I mean?
Vans, Nikes.
And we were like, what? We're not the only ones. So we were like, first we felt bad because like, oh my God, there's a dress code. Like, what do we do? Like, do we go? Like, of course, like we weren't gonna fight it if
Yeah.
if the receptionist was like, oh, you can't go in because
We actually almost walked away while she went and looked for a table because
because we felt bad.
she didn't even say anything really. She's like, "Oh, I'll be right back then." It's like, "Well, right back for
Do
what?"
we wait?
Yeah. Yeah. So, bring one set of decent clothes.
Yeah. Or whatever. You know, you might be different than us, so that's why these
But
may
some people wear fancy clothes all the time.
all the time.
Yeah. Not me.
It's hard.
Yeah.
All my fancy clothes here gets ruined because I sweat so much.
Yeah.
Like it's so humid.
It's not comfortable wearing fancy clothes when they're wet.
Unless you're like inside for the whole day, then yeah, I can do that. You know?
Yeah.
You're a little different because
But even to go inside, you have to go outside.
true.
Yeah. But if you're catching a cab, but we usually catch the BTS or Metro
Now.
now.
Because
Yeah.
it's easy and we've discovered
Traffic, man. It's
Yeah.
traffic.
Oh.
Like that's the whole gist of it is if you want to go to the mall or out to eat or to somewhere, do you really want to be stuck in traffic for an hour and a half or
And
do you want
waste
to catch
your-
the BTS for half an hour?
yeah.
You know? Like I want to catch the BTS for half an hour.
Yeah.
Like
Exactly.
and it's like a refrigerator in that thing. It's so nice and cool. Like it's just getting to the BTS and on the BTS is all.
Did you even show them what's inside?
No, I just said that is butter chicken. But it is like a different kind of butter chicken.
Yeah. It has like a whole leg in there.
Yeah. I swear the Nan pulls it all together for me. I'm not even gonna lie.
I just like the gravy. I can just eat the gravy, man.
Oh really?
Yeah. It's so tasty. This is did you try this already?
I did. That's I have
This is,
this one right here.
Isn't this breast? Chicken breast?
I don't know. It was fearful. Let me see.
Or not? That's what he was digging through.
Yeah. I would say mine would be to always have a little bit of money hidden on you somewhere. Like always for here, say equal to like $20 US or something like that, you know? Like I always carry $1,000 in my phone case just in case, because what happens if something happens, you get lost, you need to catch a cab, somebody steals your wallet.
They don't
like,
take a credit card.
Yeah, they don't take credit cards. Like
But if someone steals your wallet, yeah.
well, a lot of people have a better hold on their phone than their wallet.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Plus, you don't really have a wallet.
No.
Yeah.
Just always nice to have.
This
Right.
might be like very like straightforward, but don't drink the tap water.
You know, it's funny. So many people people take it for granted in North America and other countries, Europe and such, that have tap water you can drink. Like, do not drink the tap water here. Oh, thank you.
It's the last one.
Oh, thank you. Oh.
That's the last one. But yeah, it's you think like, oh, you're in your hotel room and you think hotel water is clean or whatever. It's like, no, it comes out from from the same pipe.
Yeah, it's not clean. No.
And also like,
But if you're a newbie and you've never been anywhere,
yeah, like what if Thailand was your first like,
yeah, you're coming straight here from, I don't know, Vancouver, and you've never been anywhere, and you're just like, oh,
yeah,
I'm thirsty.
yeah, totally.
Like-
I don't have water in my room, but usually hotel rooms, depending on what kind of hotel you stay in, they give you bottles of water.
Yeah, you can brush your teeth with it, but just don't drink it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That to me is like probably the reason why people get sick
It
when they
is.
first arrive.
Yeah.
Water and ice.
Ice,
Ice is made out of water.
but they use that.
If
Oh,
depending where you get the ice from. But Paragon, yeah, no, it's fine.
but most places use that bag ice.
Yeah. But I've gotten sick from ice before.
Wow.
Yeah. drinking bottled water, putting it in an ice cup that they provide you. But mind you, that's probably because it's like the countryside too, right? Like,
true.
And this is like a long time ago. That's why I learned from experience. I was like, what did I eat that day? I didn't eat anything out of the ordinary. It was the ice.
Do they drink the water in the countryside? Like out of the tap?
No.
No?
There is no tap. The water either comes from the well or rainwater.
Yeah, but it comes out of the tap in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do they drink that?
No.
Okay.
No. Even in the countryside, they don't drink tap water.
But I thought maybe
there is water services, water delivering like companies that goes around.
We've had that before. Yeah. And on that note, you also need to be careful of the water you get because
this is something we just recently learned too.
Yes. I've known what they do. There's different processes that they use to purify the water. So one is called reverse osmosis, and then they just sell it to you like that, and they strip everything out of the water, and it's just H2O. That's it.
So you lose a lot of.
You lose everything else, like all the minerals, everything else. So for long-term drinking, it's not the best for you.
Yeah, like we used to get this, like I won't say the name, but this company to the condo, and we've completely stopped using it since we've learned that.
I said that. I was like, I'm like, this is like weird water, because we'd get bottled water, and I'd go to fill the kettle, and she'd be like, no, use the one out of the big jug for the kettle because it doesn't leave any like
the salt residue.
Yeah, like nothing after it boils, right? And I was like, that's kind of weird. And then I'm like, this seems like RO water.
Yeah.
She's like, what's RO water?
I did not. That was like completely new to me. For someone who loves drinking water, I was shocked. I had no words. I was like, oh my god, this whole time thinking I'm like being healthy. I'm putting something good, nutritionist into my body with like, what is that? The correct salt content or whatever mineral into my body, you know? And then to learn that, I was like...
And they label it as drinking water.
I felt like it was a scam.
It is kind of a scam.
Right?
It is. Because they just don't add the minerals back.
Yeah.
And then mineral water, they usually use reverse osmosis, or what the other way is they boil it and they collect the steam and then they add minerals back to that. But I spent time on a sailboat. I used to live on one for a little bit, and that's how you get your water, because it takes the ocean water in, it uses reverse osmosis to get the salt and everything else out, but you have to take a lot of vitamins with it. It can actually strip the minerals out of your body in a bad way if you drink too much of it.
It's weird. It was so weird because at one point I was like, what's making me so tired? Like,
that's what I said. I was like, maybe it's the RO water. Like,
I was like, what RO water? And then that's when we really got into it.
And then she really got into it, yeah.
And honestly, I think that made a difference.
And they advise you, and you Googled it, and like the World Health Organization advises you not to drink too much RO water.
Or for a long period of time.
Yes. Like, so you were here for a long period of time drinking
RO water.
RO water, so...
Yeah.
People might kind of brush it off and just drink. Well, obviously, you drink whatever you can if you're out and.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is, like, you're sweating and you're taking minerals out of your body with the sweat, and then you drink RO water,
and you're not replacing
and it strips it even more. It's like.
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
My thing's Gatorade. That's my go-to.
And your salt water. Like tablet.
Like runner's tablets.
Yeah. That helped him not feel so fatigued after a long day of like going out and like in the humid and like he's sweating, but he's not sweating. Like I don't know how to explain it.
I don't know, I feel wet. Like,
or maybe your body just doesn't know how to cool itself down. And so it works that much harder. That's why you're so exhausted.
Maybe.
Our own theory, by the way. But
it's tiring walking around in the heat, though. That is for sure. Bring lots of water. The other thing, you know what I have to say is, other people might advise against this. Don't walk around with your passport.
what's your tip?
Don't walk around with your passport. It's not a good idea. Like,
but instead,
take a picture of it.
there you go.
And then you could show them, and also take a picture of your entry stamp or your visa.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they want to see that. But man, never have I walked around. I was trying to think, I thought I might have actually, with my passport. If you lose that, I know you can get them at the consulates and stuff like that, but still, like...
Wrong pipe. But yeah, yes, I know a lot of people are like, well, what if you get stopped randomly? It's like, as long as you have some type of identification.
And hey, sorry to interrupt you, but hey, if you want to come see it, let's go back to my hotel police officer. Like, that's one of my friends gave me that tip when I was young, and I was like, and we were traveling, and I was like, you know what, you're right. Like, it's like, yeah, you don't want to be stuck here. Oh, now I got to go to the consulate and wait for so long and pay so much money, and you need so much identification to get a new passport. Like, it's not just like, hi, I'm Aaron, can I get a new passport? They're like, no, like,
you have to like report it stolen or lost. Like, you actually have to prove it that you lost it. Like, it's crazy. Like, this whole...
And you know what the funny thing is? After you lose your passport once, it hampers you for travel.
What?
Because now it's in the system that someone out there has this stolen passport.
Oh my god.
And it could be fraudulent. So...
That's crazy.
That's the other thing. I learned that once going through customs. You know, like, have you ever lost or had your passport stolen? I was like, no, why? They're like, okay, it's just one of the questions we ask, because they know already on their little screen of magic. But they're like, yeah, we ask because it flags you in the system.
Yeah.
So, and that's only a question you would know, right? Have you ever had your passport lost or stolen?
For sure. That one's sweet.
Is it? Thailand onions.
Yeah. Also, I know a lot of times when you come to Bangkok specifically, or in the tourist area, you may or may not come across this like type of scam.
Oh no!
Like, it's called the tuk-tuk
Oh.
know-it-all scam. I know I should tell you guys because, you know, like I said, you may or may not have heard it, or maybe you've even experienced it.
My friends fell for it.
Could you tell your friends the real story of how he got scammed?
So,
First time traveling to Thailand?
let me go way. Let me take a little trip in the way back machine.
I feel like I should put that song, you know, let me take you back, way back.
Oh, what song is that?
What we gonna do right here is go back. Way
If-
I can hear it in my head.
Yeah.
So I came to Thailand when I was younger with a group of friends. And
Oh, sorry, are you gonna eat this?
no, you can have that. And I was well traveled at that point, but I'm not going to say they weren't, but they weren't. And and when one of the days we were out and we were like, oh, let's take a cab to, I don't know, somewhere, the mall or something, I can't remember. So tuk-tuk pulls up, he's like, oh, let's jump in the tuk-tuk. I was like, okay. And the tuk-tuk was like, oh, yeah. It's like, and it wasn't close. Like, it wasn't close. And the guy's like, yeah, 40 baht. Let me just take you. I got a little tour I'll take you on. And they're like,
Only
oh,
40
really?
baht for a tour.
Yeah.
40 baht. That's already a red alert.
Yeah.
Bing! What's the catch? You have to always think, what's the catch?
What's the catch?
Uh-huh.
So we went, where did we go first? I think we went to the suit store first. So we go to the suit store. Of course, one of my friends buys a suit.
For how much?
Well, it's not... The thing with the suit store is this. It's expensive, but it's not astronomical. But it's a bait and switch. Because then when you come to pick it up, it's not the same material usually. So it's like, well, this isn't what I ordered. It's like, you've already paid.
You already paid. Like, you
Yeah.
have to prepay.
Yeah, so because they make
not-
the suit.
Yeah, it's not like you you order it.
Yeah.
And then you pay for when you pick it up.
Yeah.
No.
And then the other one, after that, we went to a jewelry store, the gold store. Another friend of mine bought 2 rings. I think it was 2 gold rings he had made.
But he still has it till this day.
He still has it. He loves it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got his initials on it. He loves it. Yeah. Still sends me a picture of it every now and then when I come to Thailand. He's like, I still got my rings.
And we joke with him every now and then. It's like, hey, you want to come back and get a new set of golds?
Maybe. Yeah, and then I think we went somewhere else after that too, but I don't think we bought anything there. But it's just because they get paid off by the people going there.
They get a percentage for
Yeah.
bringing people there.
Yeah, and then a
And-
more percentage if people actually buy things.
Yeah.
But I think I didn't. Where did I go? I went to one of them by myself. I think when I went to China, I went to one.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, because that's where I bought my, like, silk duvet. But it was, like, the best duvet ever. Warm in winter, cool in summer,
Wow.
for sure.
Really?
Like,
But expensive or?
it was expensive. Yeah, it was
It's
expensive.
probably the real thing.
It was. They had the silkworms there. It was like the factory. It was a factory
Probably
tour.
made there authentic.
It was. It was. It was actually pretty cool. But I don't remember why I went. I think I was on a tour. That was part of the tour to go to the Great Wall and stuff. That's what it was.
Oh.
Yeah, but this was an actual legit tour, not a tuk-tuk. But yeah, that was one of them. Go to the factories. Yeah, that was a long tangent for that one.
Wow. No, that's okay. But yeah.
And the other one here I read the other day is now people, they ask, they're like, oh, can you take a photo of us? Like I read the other day, oh, can you take a photo of us? Like 2 Western-looking people standing at the BTS station is the one I happened to read the other day.
Really?
And they're like, oh, yeah, sure. And then they start chatting you up. And they're like, oh, where are you from? Oh, we just got here. Oh, do you have any Thai money on you? I want to say what it looks like to see what it is or something. Then you pull it out and they like grab for your wallet and take some of the bills.
Oh my God.
And then you're like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And then they hand them back, but they hand back less than they grabbed. Yeah. Scary.
You know, these types of conversation is making Thailand seem really bad.
Well, it is very safe, but it is one of the largest cities in the world. So wherever they have police, there's going to be obviously crime because they
Yeah.
have police for a reason. So even Japan
Yeah.
has crime. Like,
Yeah.
so what's the other one? The other one where they snatch people's gold chains too. In Pattaya. That's the big one down there too.
Yeah. That's why, I don't know. It's not why I don't wear jewelry, but when we travel, we never wear any of our jewelry.
No.
Ever since we started traveling together.
No, not even wedding rings, nothing.
I actually used to wear jewelry when we travel, and he's like, "Oh, you're not bringing that, are you?" I was like,
Yeah.
"No, I guess not. Why?" You know, and then because
Yeah.
I never had I didn't travel that much to know, or the places that we were going. Like I didn't think of it about
There's a
it.
time and place.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's a time and place.
If you're going to a resort in Mexico and you're like, it's a 5-star resort and
Yeah.
it's, what would you like?
Your chicken masala is so good.
Oh, really? I like
Like-
it. It is good.
It is so good. Maybe because it's like chicken.
I really like
like-
the tofu.
Yeah,
I like
that's probably my favorite.
Oh, really?
Actually, this and the lamb one. We should have gotten lamb today.
I'm not gonna diss the lambs, but
This is why I didn't get the lamb.
yeah.
Because
it's
then I
not
was
my
like, well, I'm
favorite.
gonna eat it by myself.
Yeah, it's not my
At
favorite.
least this way, I get 2 chicken and 1 tofu.
No, the sauce is like just,
So good.
it's to die for. And I swear, Indian food in Thailand,
Yeah. Oh, sorry, my hand.
That's all
I was
right.
just gonna see if there's any more chicken in here.
there is.
Chicken leg. Chicken leg.
Chicken leg?
But yeah. But I mean, every country you go to, obviously, there's gonna be the ups and the downs and the good and the bad.
And
You
the
just-
scammers they're good at their job.
They're so good at their
Yeah.
job. And I feel like, especially now, like after COVID, there is so many scams everywhere, even on YouTube.
Oh,
Like, it just
I
really
know.
irks me the wrong way, man. Like,
I know.
and it only irks me because they only get the innocent people that think that for example, the scammer is pretending to be me, and you know, obviously it's like, oh, Sass is talking to me, blah 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 blah. But like, I was like, no, that's not me. You know, like it's so. I just feel so bad.
I've had that before too. Yeah, and it's
and it's like even if you block them. Anyway, I'm just tangenting off now. So, I guess, I don't know what else.
I even had scammers once when I was. Oh boy, that was a hot bite. Spicy bite, sorry. Mm-hmm. I had scammers once, and I was getting so sick of them. Oh. This was when I was in Egypt, and they kept being like, oh, hey buddy, blah, blah, blah. And finally I was just like, oh, sorry, no habla inglés. And then right away the guy's like, oh, senor! And he's like, blah, 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 like starts talking. So I was like, wow, this scammer is bilingual. Like, you know, I was like, oh my God. Like, I can't speak Spanish. This guy can. He's out trying to scam people.
Well, yeah, that's his job.
That's his job.
That's his job.
I was like, oh my God, failed. I'm like, whatever. I don't speak Spanish. Just leave me alone.
He'd be like,
he's like,
what?
Oh, yeah. I was like, I thought it was pretty good. I was like, wow, man. Like,
that's so funny. But like, I mean, also,
if something seems weird, just don't do it.
Yeah, exactly. Or if you just listen to your gut. Like, usually your gut feeling is right. Mm-hmm. This person's kind of off. Anyway. As far as transportation tip, I would say take the BTS if you can. Mm-hmm. Or if you're not traveling with too much stuff. BTS, Airport Link.
It's very safe.
Very, very safe. Very, very easy.
Yeah.
I didn't know this. Or maybe they've added those signs in front of the BTS station on each like entrance, depending where you're going, which direction. So you can usually look at the sign and know which way your train is going. So if you're going on the wrong side and not going to your station, you just switch sides. It's so easy. Before I used to think it was like the most confusing thing ever, because sometimes they have different platforms. And different platform obviously go to different links and different like connections. And I swear, before they didn't have signs. And I was like not the smartest with directions anyway, so it just messed with me. And I'm just like, you know what? Nope, not taking it.
We almost got on the wrong train the other day.
Yes.
We were on the wrong platform.
Yeah.
Same colored line, wrong platform.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait a second.
Yeah.
This is going the wrong way.
Yeah.
It's like, hold on, let's step back and look. Yeah.
That or Grab taxi.
Yeah.
Or cab taxi that you can call, download the app.
Yeah. It's kind of like Uber.
It is.
Yeah.
I was just going to say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know exactly how much you're going to pay. You know exactly how long it's going to take you to get there. But depending on traffic, again, doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get there on time. Mm-hmm. Whoa, this is spicy.
Which one?
I think because it went in the wrong way.
Yeah. I don't know. Everyone's always worried about the cabs and stuff like that. It's way better than it used to be.
Regular taxi, I would be worried. Like the meter taxi.
Yeah, the meter taxi.
Even as I want to call myself a local now because I've been here for so long.
Some of them are just scandalous.
I don't know.
Like you get in and they tell you one price. We had it happen once, and then they try and up it.
Yeah.
And it's like, 200's okay. It's like, no. You just said 100.
Or they don't want to go by meter.
Yeah.
You know?
That's pretty common. That they don't want to go by meter.
You know, and it sucks because you want to give them business, but at the same time, they make you feel like, why should I give you my business if you're going to scam me for one, and like when you call a taxi, it's like, why do you choose where you want to go? Mm-hmm. Whereas I'm the passenger, I'm asking you to go here, you should just take me. I
used to get there's some countries where it's like the law, Australia being one of them, as the Aussies well know, outside of the bars and stuff, they don't want to take you short distances either. Because
Really?
They want to take you far, so they make more money. So it's like, but the law is, if you hail that taxi and it stops, they have to take you to,
wherever.
At least it used to be. Please don't correct me if I'm wrong. And they'd be like, no. And I'd be like, because you're a tourist.
Yeah.
And it's like, I know, you have to take me. And they're like, no, I don't. And it's like, so sometimes you can get loud with them and they'll still take you, but they ain't happy about it.
Yeah.
It's just...
It's... And
common sense is the biggest thing.
It is common sense. And, you know, a lot of... Now, it's like, everything is about politics and, like, everybody's against each other. Blah, blah, blah. You know.
And don't be afraid to just walk away.
Yes.
Don't be afraid to offend someone and just, like...
I'll tell you a story. One time, Aaron and I, we were at... I can't remember where, but we hopped into a meter taxi, and it was crazy traffic. We got on, and it was slowly moving, and he told me he was like talking to me. He's like, oh, it's traffic, and he's trying to make us feel bad, or me, because I speak Thai. Aaron has no clue, and he's like, oh, it's so much traffic. Oh, I'm gonna waste so much gas. And I was like, and I turned around, told Aaron, I was like, we should get out right now because I don't feel like this guy is going to, he either is going to drop us off in the middle of the highway.
Yeah, which they do.
Which has happened.
Yeah, I've read that happening.
And so, anyway, long story short, it didn't even, like, go far. Like, it was like...
It wasn't even the end of the parking lot.
It wasn't even the end of the parking lot, right? So we're like, let's get out. And we got out. And he's like, oh, you're not going? I was like, no, I'm not going. Like, no. You're trying to scam me.
And even if they agree to the price after that, it's like, well, no, you already ruined it. There's tons of taxis here. And, like, you know, like... Anyway.
On a positive side of the tips and like things that we could tell you, a lot of you guys say, is Thailand tourist friendly?
The most tourist friendly country in the world.
Coming from somebody who does not speak Thai
and has traveled to many countries. 3
words of Thai probably. Mm-hmm. And
that's the other thing. You should learn a couple words. The most important is bathroom.
Which is
Hong Nam. Yeah. Yeah, always learn learn it. My first Spanish words were like número dos, andale, el baño.
No, it's good though. In times of...
It's not something you want to figure out in an emergency situation. Right? That's what my traveling friends, they're very helpful. They're like, that's what they said. They're like, you don't want to have to try and point or be like... Bathroom. Yeah, like, and here they call it toilet. It's weird.
Washroom.
Yeah, toilet. Toilet seems so dirty.
Speaking of toilets, you actually in some places have to bring your own tissue paper.
Oh my god!
Or toilet paper.
Yes.
Or you could buy them, but you don't think about it. Like when you go to the washroom, oh, do I have tissue paper? You know, when I first started coming here a lot, my cousin's like, oh, here, tissue paper. I was like, oh, okay. I take it. I was like, oh, there's no tissue paper here. I forgot.
I'm putting up my hand to interrupt because not just that, some of them you have to pay to get in.
Yes.
Like, if you don't have change, you're not getting in.
Yeah.
Like there's turnstiles.
Yeah.
Like same with Central and South America. They have those too.
In big supermarkets or in a very busy night market, usually they have those types of washroom where you have to pay to get in. Before, you used to have to pay when you stop at a gas station. Wow. They don't anymore. I haven't seen one in a long time, but it's like 5 baht, which is it's a 30 baht per $1 US, by the way. Yeah.
That makes me mad.
Well, why?
Having to pay to go to the bathroom?
But there is a lady.
I know, it pays their wages to clean up.
Who looks after the washroom. You're paying her.
You're paying for someone to
take care of the washroom.
Tell them about the lady you tipped at the...
Oh, why?
Because she was like so happy. That's the other thing. Tip people who don't get tipped. That's my one. Everywhere do that. Don't tip like just the waitress. Like tip them too if you want, but also tip random people because they appreciate it so much more because they never get tipped and no one sees them.
Where were we?
That Jatu Jack.
Oh right, when we were with my sister, because the washroom was, it's like, just imagine Jatu Jack, right?
imagining it.
So many people go in and out.
Yeah.
Hundreds and thousands of tourists go in there every
see it.
single day, every weekend, you know?
Yeah.
And usually
Disgusting.
it's disgusting.
Disgusting.
So when I went, of course you have to pay. I think it was 10 baht. And I went in and there was a big fan in there. There was airflow. There was only 10 stalls. We had to wait and I had to wait. And then I just noticed like this one lady, this girl, she's probably like way younger than me, like 30. So it was only her coming in and out, and she was like really, you know, oh, just wait. Like she was very like customer service oriented, and she was like walking back and forth and making sure every time a person comes out of the bathroom, she would go in, she would check, and she would come out, and she would. Anyway, so then like before I left, I just basically tipped her. Like I gave it to her. I was like, oh hey, let me buy you dinner. And she like looked at me and she was like super speechless. And then, cause I had to tell her 3 times, like, oh, here, let me buy you dinner. No, here. Like she just stood there and looked at me. And the lady, random lady, she's like, oh, that's really nice. And I don't know, like.
I know, and it wasn't even very much.
No,
it's just like a thank you. But the thing that people have to realize in the majority of Asian countries that I've been to, it's a very class system. You know, so people don't see other people. They don't see them. So it's like when you acknowledge someone and you say thank you and you give them money for doing a job well done, they're just like yeah. She's not going to forget that for a long time. You know, like, and it's just a small token of thank you, you know? And the other thing is, talking about toilets, if you're a man and you go in the bathroom and there's a woman in there, don't freak out. I still do it every time. Every time I'm like, I think I'm in the wrong bathroom.
There's a lady, like, cleaner that cleans both bathrooms. You know, it's not like North America where only men are allowed in the men's. And
freaks me out, man. Like, it still freaks me out to this day.
Yeah.
Like, even when we were at the mall the other day and I walk in there and there's a woman in the bathroom doing something, I'm like, oh, because I'm always like, I went the wrong one. Because I've walked in the wrong bathroom numerous times at places.
That's funny.
And it's just like every single time it freaks me out.
Yeah,
like,
that's funny.
Yeah, so don't be scared.
Yeah.
They're just there cleaning.
That's actually pretty funny.
As soon as I see a woman, I look around quickly for like the urinals. I'm like, oh, thank God.
No, I'm laughing because every time that happens to Aaron, he always comes out and be like, oh my God, there was a lady in there. Scare the crap out of me. It's like, oh, you're not used to it now? Like,
no, I don't think I ever will.
Yeah.
I don't know, just coming from like North America, it's...
Yeah, I completely get it.
Yeah. Like, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I think those are some good tips, though.
I think so.
Yeah.
A lot of you guys also asked...
sorry. I remembered the most important one.
What?
That we didn't even touch on.
What?
Buy medical travel insurance.
Yes.
Do it, because you never know.
Yeah.
An accident is called an accident for a reason.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So... Because people just don't do it.
No.
And it's not that expensive for medical. I'm not talking about cancellation insurance or lost baggage or anything like that. Just medical.
In case you need, antibiotics for a cut you got. Or
what if you fall down a hole and break your leg?
I don't know. Yeah, just something. Or you need... I don't know. Yeah.
What if you're in a taxi and someone hits the taxi and you get in a car accident? Well, the taxi ain't paying for you.
No.
Like, if you need any sort of medical treatment, you need insurance.
Yeah.
So.
And also, a lot of people do ask me, when is the best time to visit Thailand? It's kind of almost, you have to ask yourself, like, what do you want to do first? Mm-hmm. Are you here for the festival? Mm-hmm. Are you here for, I don't know, like, what do you want to do? You know, like if you want to go down south, of course you don't want to come when it's raining. You want to come in the dry season, right? Like it only makes sense.
I think the best time to come is when you can get time off work.
Yeah,
honestly,
you'll make it work.
You'll make it work, man. There's no good time to do anything. But you can pick and choose rainy season or dry season. But it's so hot in the dry season.
And also, like, I know a lot of people like to have itineraries when you go places, but sometimes things just don't work out, and you just have to be able to go with the flow.
I like itineraries.
You know, me, I like to go with the flow.
I've been
I
traveling. I've been traveling since before the internet.
I know, but
I used to
but
travel
you
around
see-
all the time with a Lonely Planet book.
Oh yes.
And it's like I'd be thumbing through. What's the phone number for the next hotel or hostel we're staying at? And you'd have to call them and make
Yeah.
reservations. It's like
yeah. But you like to go from point A to point B.
I like point A to
like
point
the
B.
in between. Right? We fight about this all the freaking time.
Yeah.
When we're going somewhere, let's say for example the mall, and he's like, oh, well, let's go. We want to go to the mall, right? It's like, yes, but I'm like looking at all the vendors and I'm like taking pictures, you know? Anyway.
oh, sorry. I was reliving the mall, going to the mall there for a second.
So, you know, you just have to be, my personal opinion is you just have to be able to enjoy the journey.
It's true.
That's it.
And tangenting off that
Yeah.
one too, that's why traveling by yourself is a-okay.
Yes, yes.
Because you get to do what you want. You'll meet people. Trust me, you
Yeah.
will. And if you don't want to go where they're going, you just leave.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, maybe I'll see you in Chiang Mai. Maybe I won't. Yeah. So don't be afraid to travel by yourself.
Yeah.
I traveled by myself lots, and
Yeah.
I loved it.
Probably the best tip out of this whole thing is just go.
Really, it is.
Yeah, just go. Just go travel. You'll
Yeah.
figure it out
You'll
if you're
figure it
lost.
out. And you'll meet people.
Yeah.
Unless you're a couple. If you're
Well,
a couple,
you still meet people, but
Not
you don't
as
meet,
many.
You don't meet as many people.
No, you
as
don't.
when you're by yourself, because they're like, oh, well, I don't want to disturb this couple. You know?
But it's weird though. When I used to travel by myself, it's a weird energy couples give off. It's different.
no, like you feel like, oh,
You have your group already. That's
Yeah.
what it is. It's like I have my group.
Yeah.
I don't need a group.
Yeah.
So when you're by yourself, you're giving off this energy that you're like, oh yeah, I'm looking to go out tonight. I want to go somewhere else. I want to go explore, but I don't have anybody to go with. But when you're just by yourself,
Yeah.
you're just engaged.
yeah, or
Yeah.
you're more alert maybe, and you're more open.
It's one of the easiest countries to travel, and there's a lot of English
Yeah.
and other languages here. So it's not just English, not just Thai,
I feel like there's a lot of German here,
and a lot of Mandarin.
and Mandarin,
Yeah.
Chinese, Koreans too. Like
Lots of
Koreans,
Koreans.
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't know how much Korean Thai people speak, but the thing is you
it's
have to
starting to
think
change.
of
It's starting.
if they want to sell their product,
Yeah.
they need to be able to communicate with you. And no matter what, you'll figure it out because you can always point and numbers
Yeah.
and you get by with a lot with body language.
Yeah, and a lot of these tourist places now, people who work there nowadays, you can almost find 80% of them aren't even Thai.
No.
They don't even speak
Yeah.
Thai.
Yeah. She tries to speak Thai to some people and they're just like,
Yeah,
what?
that bar
Yeah.
we went to,
Yeah.
or a rooftop bar we went,
Yeah.
and I was like, I asked for a straw in Thai. He's like, huh?
Yeah.
I was
What
like,
the-
a straw in Thai. Again, I repeated myself 3 times.
What
but
is a straw in Thai?
Lot.
Lot.
Yeah, I said "lot" 3 times. Lot, and of course he
He's
speaks
like you.
Thai, but he's just so used to the customers speaking to me in English,
Totally.
so it didn't register, right? He grabbed me a straw after the 3rd time, so he knew what I was asking.
That's funny.
Yeah, but
I would have
he's
been like, you want a lot more? That's so funny.
Oh, so funny. But anyways, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you in the next one. Mwah.
Bye-bye.